Hi and welcome back to the series of videos where we walk you through Tommy Trinder's Framepoint system, some of the features it includes, including Roseview's live pricing. In previous videos we've set up a quote and we've built some windows and then built a visualizer to show the customer what they're like. In this video what we're going to do is we're going to close that quote off, have a look at the financials and then create a survey report and ultimately order the windows. So let's jump straight in. Here we are at the quote that I've already created. You've seen this before. Here's the visualization that I created in the last video. Go back to the quote. You can see the different items that are in there. There's 5 windows in total. I can still go in and edit these if I want to, so if there's something that's not quite right I can go and change it. I can also use these buttons to add more items and add a custom item. These are the basic quote details. I can make a copy of this quote if I want to provide an alternative quote if I like. And then down here is an important button because this is where I can show the quote's financial information. So let's click on that. And now you can see that the figures have appeared. We have 2 columns. These are the prices that you're paying for the windows, and these are the prices that you're selling them to your customer for. So as you can see, all the information you need is in here. There's space where you can add extras and add discounts if you want to. So this is all live price, so if I change that to £3,000 for something, then that price will change accordingly, and again if I remove that discount the price will go up, or I can give a bigger discount if I want to. All that information is there. So everything's here on the page, and then down here we have the customer quote itself. And as you can see at the moment it says awaiting finalisation. While it's in that state you can still change pretty much anything that you like, everything is editable, but as soon as we move on from this stage it will fix the quote and you won't be able to edit any of it anymore. So at this point what we do is we click this icon here, and this will generate the report and it will fix the quote. So first of all we have a few details. These are all set up as defaults in the background, but you can change some of them. I don't need that in there. I can show the prices without VAT if I wanted to, or I can hide the dimensions. I'm going to leave that as it is and click on continue. Now in the quote I want to include the visualization that we created because it looks great. So click on continue. Now this takes a few moments to do because what it's doing now is it's fixing the quote, it's making sure that nothing's editable anymore, and then it's generating a really professional looking PDF report which we can send to the customer. So that will be ready in a moment. That's it, that's done. And see now down here, the customer quote is changed to generated. All of these things up here are not editable anymore. We can't do anything with them now because we've generated this quote, and if we were to change them obviously there'd be a difference between the quote we've generated and what we've got in the system. So they're all fixed. Now if we click on this icon again, it generates the PDF itself, and this is the quote report that it creates. And as you can see straight away it looks really professional, it's very clean. It's just a really good looking quote report that's all done for you. So it starts off with the visualization, so the customer can see straight away what their house is going to look like with the windows that you've designed, with them hopefully. Then we have a summary of the windows that are included in this quote and a few basic details, the price obviously and some of the other details that we've set up. Payment information straight away. And now we're going into detail on the windows themselves. So each window style, there's 2 of these ones, has its own page. It shows you an outside view of the window, an inside view of the window, and it lists all the key details so the customer knows exactly what it is that they're being quoted for. And it does that for every type of window in the quote. If this was a quote which had some doors in it, there'd be a page with doors, all of that would be here. So that's the customer quotation. As you can see, it's a really professional document. So once we're finished with that, we go back to the quote screen. Here's the customer quote. Obviously I've already downloaded the PDF so I can send that off, but there's an email button here and that will email it directly to the customer using the email address that we set up at the beginning of the process. I can also print the report out here. And then down here we also have a Surveyors Report which is created, which is a really handy thing. So what we do here, again, we click the same button, we will create this report. And this is similar to the quote, but it's a nice clean report that we can now hand to our surveyor. So this is what the job is. There's 5 windows included in this one across 3 styles, a few basic details, and then each window has its own page. So you've got room up here for it to put some notes in. This is the location we set up for it. Room for some notes. The surveyor can change the sizes to exactly what they need to be as a result of the survey. all of the details of the window are now listed with little check boxes, so they can tick, they can cross, they can do anything they like to adjust this window based on the requirements of the survey. And then they can date it, get the customer to sign it off, which is really important, and the surveyor himself can sign it off. And they do that for every single window on the job. So this one had 5 windows. So that's a really powerful feature, because it does all of this for you, and it's all based on exactly what the customer has already seen. So having done the surveyor report, really the only thing left to do now is to actually place the order. And that's done with this button here. Now I'm not going to play it, I'm not going to press it at this stage because it will place the order. But basically clicking this will now place the order with Roseview. You'll have another opportunity to go through and have a look at it. But that's it, the process is now all done based on pricing information that's been in the system, so you know everything about it.